I am Branden, also known as the 32 car. Today I want to talk to you about go-karts, but first I'll have to give you a little bit of background information. I went to watch the go-kart races at the Branden Speedway with my dad. Watching the races was fun, and then I got to sit. That's when I knew I wanted to try it. For my next birthday, my parents surprised me with a go-kart of my own. Just having a go-kart isn't enough to get you on the track. You also need fireproof gloves and jacket, plus neck guard, chest protection, and a helmet. The officials at the track communicate to the drivers using flags. Because the go-karts are so loud that you can't hear anything. Before I go racing, I think in my head about what the different flags mean. I remind myself that the green flag means go, the yellow means slow, and the red means stop. There are three other important flags in racing. One is the white flag, which depending on how they wave it signals how many laps are left. One of the most important flags is the checkered flag, because if the flagman waves it when you cross the finish line, it means you have won. The least favorite flag has to be a black flag. If the flagman points at your cart, it means you have been eliminated. They pull you off the track and usually tell you why you were pulled. Usually because you broke one of the rules. In order to keep go-karting as safe as possible, the officials are pretty strict with some rules. The first most important rule is no bumping other cars. There are also certain regulations you have to follow. Like each cart has to weigh 225 pounds with the driver in it. My go-kart and I weigh 245 pounds. Throughout the go-kart season, you earn points. The higher you place, the higher points you earn. If you place first, you get 60 points. If you place second, you get 56. If you place third, you get 52 points. At the end of the season, the go-kart drivers who placed in the top 5 in the season got invited to a banquet and were given a trophy. In my first season, I earned a trophy for 4th place and had a track record for having the most heat race wins in any of the classes. It looks easy to drive, but if you try, I'll bet you'll say it's hard. Some of the things I learned is to know the track. If the track is slippery, you need to counter steer, which means when you get halfway around the corner, you need to turn to the other side. You also need to accelerate on the straightaway and let off the gas going into the corner. Passing is a tricky thing to do in go-karting because there are a lot of carts on the track during the race. I find it best to pass on the inside. If you pass on the outside, you'll run the risk of sliding into marbles. Marbles is a racing term, a clumps of dirt that get pushed to the outside during a race. So I'm just going to show you the biggest trophy that I won with a lot of help from Dad and a lot from friends who helped me win the Fall Classic, which is the big end of the reason racing went. It was a great way to end my first season as a go-kart box stock racer. Next year I move up to rookie class with an alcohol engine, which means faster racing. Thank you everybody for listening to my speech. And remember kids, Rowan's racing.